Good afternoon and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. Today I have actually a failed attempt at taking down a Thing war boss. Now Ghost is a fairly good counter against Thing as long as you can manage to juggle the rock stacks and bait the specials accordingly. But today I had one of those instances where Thing was like hyper aggressive with his specials and just really pushed me up against the wall, and I wasn't able to find myself in a position to recover. And in those situations, there are a lot of different things you can do, but it's a matter of like getting that practice in and understanding the fight. And I feel like a lot of people, they only ever show like their successes in war. They don't really talk about their failures, or some people honestly they're just good enough that they don't make these mistakes anymore. But I'm still new enough that I'm making mistakes and I'm still learning. And so one of the great things about recording my war videos is I have the ability to like sit back and like evaluate from a like outside perspective and kind of judge what I could do better, what I could do next time instead. So I do heal up to max against this Thing war boss, which is at least a positive thing for me. I do support always going full health against a war boss. I pop a 10% attack boost because this is a SIG 83 Thing, so I do have to worry a little bit about my damage output and make sure that I'm keeping up when you are going for that one shot. But here I'm going to go through and break this down. I'm going to pause a few times as I go through, just kind of talk about things I could do better or things and approaches I want to take. So standard war Thing strategy that I use is I go for a 4-hit combo followed by 2 more 4-hit combos followed by a 3-hit combo. And here he actually immediately throws his special 1. And I'm not really used to that. So I think I'm going to kind of re-evaluate my strategy. I'm going to go for a 4-hit combo, 3-hit combo from now on, so that Thing can't immediately throw a special 1, because it really causes me to lose a lot of distance and doesn't put me in a position where I can like figure out how I want to handle the fight if he goes super aggressive. So in the future, that will be my plan, so that way he'll be like sitting just underneath a bar of power when I go in for the second half of the rock stacks I need to accumulate. But even then, I go in for a 4-hit combo here, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, if I just hit him 3 more times, he's gonna be at a full bar of power, and then I just need to bait a special. So this fight goes naturally well, and here I hit him 3 more times and he actually doesn't push into another special 1. So I think that even if I do the double 4-hit combo, if he throws his special right away, what I actually need to do is go in for a medium light medium, because that second medium will give him just that little bit more power, which will push him into a special 1 and then put me in a much better situation. But that said, here I just need to figure out, I go greedy and I don't know why I intercept. I thought like after dashing back twice he would dash back and hold a block, and he didn't, and that was my own fault for like poorly misjudging the AI. Here I go in for a 3-hit combo, and what I actually should have done was gone for my special 2, like an unblockable special 2. I think that would have been enough to push him into a special 1, or at least push him into like semi-defensive stance. So I'm up in the corner, I'm going for proper dexes here, and at any point I could have thrown my special 3 for distance. And I think what I tried to do instead was go for a cheeky like end of combo tap plus special 3, and it's just the unstoppable trigger, and the AI is so fast to react that I ended up getting comboed instead, and he comboed straight into a special 1. I was like hammering on the special 3, didn't have any instance to react, so I do finally get the special 3 off. At this point he's at 12 rock stacks and he's going to be almost at a bar of power, so all I need to do is wait out the unstoppable and then get 3 hits in. So the unstoppable comes off, and it's actually at this instance where I could probably just hold block and do a force block, bait a heavy, and then punish him accordingly, but I'm kind of freaked out by my low amount of health and the large amount of health he still has, because I'm not like mentally there to play the aggressive style. And what I should have done was just sucked it up and take some block damage. I think he doesn't hit too hard, so I go for a full run strategy instead of trying to do an intercept or anything, and I end up getting clipped. So I think there at the end I could have potentially managed a recovery just by going for an intercept, going for a force block and getting like a heavy bait, or even just like being quicker to react to my dex. And so like my full run strategy is to just dex backwards as much as possible, but the AI is a little bit smarter in war, so they will properly intercept that full dodge mechanic. So what I really needed to do was just hold block, and if I was going to go for the dex timing and the full run strat that I needed to do it more reactively instead of preemptively. So that's my overall takes on what I could have done better in that fight. If you're watching and you've got tips for me, or you think there's something I could do better, feel free to let me know. I'm always interested in improvement. You know, even on champions that I feel really confident with, this is just a great example of why you need to stay humble and always actively learn to be better at the game, because I really lost my cool on this fight, and once I lost my cool, I wasn't able to recover, and so it's all about looking back and saying, well, what do I do next time so that I can get that proper one shot? So I hope that you guys learn as much as I did from this fight and recognize that, hey, sometimes you're going for a boss kill or a mini boss kill or even just an irregular Alliance War path kill, and it's worthwhile to go back and look at what happened. Even if you think you know what happened, even if you're like, oh, all I needed to do was this, it's good to just like wait a couple hours, sit down, watch the recording and go, okay, what could I have done? And you're really going to learn and grow a lot with that strategy, and just kind of accept that not everybody's perfect and we don't need to pretend like we are, because, you know, it's just a game. So that said, I'll talk to you all later.